Hello, today I am sharing my October Secret Not Secret Kit Club layouts that I finished in the month of November. This month I feel I used a bit more of my stash. I think that was due because it was for in the fall and there was more inspiration and more papers that I used more focused towards fall. But I'm pretty sure that all of my pages were either done from a sketch from the Facebook group or a challenge. Um, so I'm going to run through my pages. I think I got 15 or 16 of them done, and very pleased on what I accomplished. So this first one, it's going to be a 2-page layout, and this was from Christy's challenge. Um, she asked, what did we like about fall? My reply was family, soup, and fire. So I went in and I got the sketch from the album. And it's 2-page. So on this page, I have my soup that I'm thankful for, my family that I'm thankful for. I put just little fall embellishments. Like I said, some of them came from my kit club, and others just came from my stash. And then the second page, I got another sketch from the Facebook group, and this is the second page. So there's my fire, more embellishments. This is a die cut and a stamp from Stamp It Up. It's the first time I used it. Had it probably for about 3 years, but so broke that out, and I was really happy how it turned out. Then the next challenge, Christy challenge, had the Instagram challenge to scrapbook teal and black. And this is another 2-page because I combined this with one of Sarah's challenges. So this paper, this green wood grain, came from my kit. The tag, this did this tab, the heart. It's funny because I was scrapbooking and my daughter knocked my coffee cup off my desk. I had such a small amount in it, and the coffee flew everywhere, as you can see. It's all here. It even got on my page. I mean, no big deal. It just adds a story to my page and deal with that. But it was funny because she ran out of the room and she's like, I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it. But it was fine. Then this is Sarah's challenge. So I took and I did a page 2. I used some Nuvo, it's like a molding paste in silver. This one I think a lot is out of my stash. This polka dot paper is so old. The wood grain paper I cut and then I chalked it, the edges, to kind of give it a little more dimension on it. Then the next one is the October Grab 5 challenge from the scrap weekend. So I think it was wood veneers, the label, some chipboard, stamping, and ink, I believe. I think that was size 5. It's funny because my daughter, we lived in this house for 10 years and my daughter never climbed this tree. The week before we were about to move, she decided it's time to climb the tree. So her and her friend climbed up in the tree, and I was looking all over for them, and then I finally found them in the tree. It's kind of, so I wanted to scrapbook that story, and then I have a tag to journal that. And then let's see, this one, the next one, I used this as my inspiration, and I used this one for this or that challenge with 3 pictures. I don't remember all what we had on this one. I know we had wood veneer. I can't remember what the other stuff was, but that was what that challenge was for. So the back of this one, so I used this page as my inspiration. and this one was for Amy's challenge, the monochromatic challenge. So the black and the white and the red. I think this all came from my stash since it had to do with volleyball. So the next one is the new mood board from the November challenge. And I also went and got a sketch from the Facebook group. So that's my sketch. And then this is my challenge. So it's kind of the colors and the plaid that was on there. I've had these in my stash for I don't know how long, 3 years. So I decided to use those. This came from the club, the Kit Club. A lot of the stuff is just scraps that was laying on my desk. And I just put it together, trying to use it up. Next one was Heather's drawing for the October scrap weekend, and I really liked how this one came out. So it's the Vine story. It's my husband. When we were first dating, his parents lives behind some woods, and he thought he was going to be really cool, and he was going to swing from one of these vines. Well, it wasn't attached, and he fell. So we always tell that story when we're walking in the woods. And I have to journal yet on that. Not sure where I'm going to put my journaling on that. I'll have to work on that this weekend. But I like the little snail, too. Thought that was cute. And then I got, let's see. This one is October, the story challenge. And for this one, I don't have any pictures. Me and my husband went. We have the flyer, and I'm gonna put some pictures of the person that played Wicked in there, and the song Fabulous, Popular, and just, things that we liked about the show. This one is going to be the November sketch that Crafty and Meg did, and it was Laura Whitaker's. It's funny because I know somebody else did macaroons on this sketch. My daughter loves macaroons, and wherever we always like to go and check out different places that have macaroons. So when we're out of town, if we see macaroons, we have to get the macaroons. So this is just a box of them that we got, and she ate in one day because she loves macaroons. Then this was Sarah's challenge. I don't know when Sarah gave us this challenge, but I decided to do it on my first, this is my sneak peek, and this is my actual kit, and this came from my kit, my first kit. This, I had no idea where I was going to use this because we don't have a camper. So I was like, I'll just use it on here. But I thought it would be neat to scrapbook my sneak peek and what I got. So then the next one is Sarah's challenge when she was I think she was on her crop. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. I did some stitching. I found these in my stash. This in my stash. This was something that I had cut out and I didn't use. I used the frame part that was sitting on my desk. And this is the oxide. I can't remember what it was called. Pickled raspberry or I think that's what it was. But I love the oxide. I did go out. I bought some blue. So I'm going to kind of maybe try some of that tomorrow for the scrap weekend. But it's funny because our lights went out on this. A really bad storm came and our lights went out, but I wanted to finish the page because I wanted to make sure I got it in for the challenge deadline. So I had a lantern sewing the finishing up. I couldn't print the picture, but I entered it without the picture, and now since then I finished it. this, another one of Sarah's challenges, another one of my favorite pages. Never would have done this one. This was our last fire. This was my last fire, actually, of last year. I know my husband and my daughter was out of the house. I had the house all by myself. It was I figured the last cold night before spring hit, and it was going to warm up. So I had the whole house to myself, made myself a fire, relaxed, turned on the TV, had a pizza, and just chilled out. It was great. But I sewed all these. And the challenge was to, I think, use a die cut, a punch, or stamps. And I misread it. I thought it was just any tool that you haven't used in a long time. So I pulled out my sewing machine and I did that. And then after I went back and I read it, it was for punches. So I do have punches on here, here, and here. That's my creative memory border punch that I used. So I liked how this came out. Took a long time to do. And then this was Christina's entertainment challenge, I guess we'll call it. And another one of my favorites. I never would have put these together, but I think there was like a 24-hour, 48 deadline. So I came in and I printed up my stuff and I went through the kit and I just put it together, and I really like how it came out. So basically this is our Netflix, what we binge watch, and then I kind of did more shows of what we watched, but the top four were the first ones, and that we binged watched. So there's that. And then I put these in here because they address the next ones. They address the October or November challenges. This one is the Grab 5, the thicker tag, enamel dot, washi, and stamps. I did my stamp here. The whole thing is a tag. There's the thickers. Here's some washi tape and the enamel dots. And this is for my December daily. I'm very happy how this one came out. And then this is the front part of my December daily, and I'm using this for the November clustering challenge. So there's that one. And then October was use your scraps. So here's my December daily where I used a bunch of scraps, and I made this with the gold dauber, that paint dauber that was in my kit. A lot of this paper was in my November kit for my December daily. So this is the first time I'm doing a December daily. I've enjoyed the process so far. Haven't gotten a lot of pages scrapbooked since I've been kind of doing my December daily, but it's been a change. It's nice to do something different, but looking forward to getting back to my 12 by 12 pages as well. So that's all I have for this month, and looking forward to seeing what they have in store for us tomorrow and Sunday. So have a great night, and enjoy your holidays. Bye-bye.